Well, Coach DeMarco wrote all of these questions, so he has the...
I wanted to wear one of those things that come out of your pocket. And my wife told me it wasn't appropriate, and I see Joe had one on, so I just asked him for it. And it's actually, it's in the suit, isn't it?
It's in the suit.
That's a good idea. Really good idea. By the way, your voice is incredible. Please, when you come to Beaver Falls, I would like to have you as our public address announcer. I think you could do it. Our guy's horrible. It really is. All right. Okay. Are we on now?
Are you poaching? Are you poaching? Coach DeMarco, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Coach, we'll start with you, and then we'll get to Amos after that. So you were presented with a challenging spring schedule to try your best to navigate last year. How do you think the experience helped prepare your team for the upcoming season, especially the momentum from winning your last 2 games?
Well, we sat as coaches and we discussed during meetings that the team that would be able to handle the COVID situation effectively would end up being the champion, and I think that played out. We had an opportunity to play 5 games. And I want to thank our athletic director and our president for allowing us to do that. It was a great experience. Got a lot of young guys, valuable time, and we played some really good people. So yeah, it's going to help. I mean, that's an obvious question. That's why I asked you to ask me that.
I know.
Okay.
Quarterback Amos Leptak is back for his 3rd season as your starting quarterback. How does his leadership impact your team? And how do you manage his workload to try and keep him as healthy as possible throughout your season?
Well, I think that's the key. If you look at how we perform when Amos is on the field, we're pretty good. And when Amos isn't on the field, not so much. So we'll learn some things in the spring as coaches. And then one thing that is so great about this profession, as coaches, we're continually learning. I mean, it doesn't matter how long you've been in it, just continue to learn. And we did some things in the spring that really helped as far as injury prevention, being able to stretch out our squad size, which wasn't very large. But we got to keep him healthy. So I don't know. Anybody got any suggestions? Or put him in bubble wrap for the next 3 weeks? I don't know.
Senior line.
You're picturing that in your head with him in bubble wrap. I know.
Senior linebacker,
by the way.
Dakota Allen has developed into one of the top defenders in the conference, leading the PAC in tackles last spring. You've had some pretty good linebackers within your program over the years. How does having someone like Dakota help solidify a very strong defensive unit for Geneva?
It's amazing when we talk about offense, we talk about playmakers, and we talk about defense, we talk about old school guys. And Dakota's one of those guys. I mean, he's an old school guy. He comes to work every day. He's going to put time in. He makes everybody better around him. I mean, every coach here has players like that, and he's that kind of guy for us.
Coach, this is the last question I have for you.
Ever.
Over the years, you've implemented a leadership program with your players that goes beyond football. Why is that such an important thing for you and your program? And how does that impact how you view success within your program?
I was really, I liked what you said about Coach Lackner, really do. Because I think as coaches, we have such a responsibility, and I'm looking around, looking at the head coaches here, and I know every one of you guys have leadership programs and do things, in your program. And this thing's more than just football. And for us at Geneva, being in a Christian school, we come at it from a faith standpoint, really trying to help these young men understand who they are or who they can be, because our culture today has such a different view on what manhood is. And for us, it's based on character, attitude, responsibility, and effort. And I really, truly believe, and you guys, I'm not, there's no secret, we haven't had a whole lot of great success on the football field, but I mean, playing our teams, you guys see that at the end of the year, we're still getting better, and it's because of the buy-in that happens, and because of the quality of the young men that we have. So I really think it's Geneva College, and that's why I've been there for so long. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Coach, it's always a pleasure. Amos, I have a few questions for you, if you're ready.
I'm ready.
This is your third year entering the season as Geneva's starting quarterback. How comfortable have you become with the triple option offense, knowing when to hand it off, when to keep it, and how does that compare to when you first entered the program?
I would say I've gotten better. I think he can tell you that I make a lot of mistakes. Westminster, I think they know. I made a lot of mistakes against them. They did a good job. But it's one of those things where the more you do it, the better you get at it. I came in, I had no clue, never ran any type of option my whole life. Didn't know what to expect. Watched, learned, have had him help me. A ton of film, honestly. It shocked me how much film you have to watch just to get used to it. And especially, film from prior years. We watch film from everywhere and anyone. And it's like running spread options, but it's a little different, It's more condensed, but it's fun. Make your reads. At the end of the day, you can look, and a lot of it's on your shoulders whenever plays usually go wrong, which I like. It's fun. It's a good time.
Your top two running backs from last season were freshmen, and there's some incoming players who are likely to see action this year as well. So not just as the quarterback, but really as the veteran presence in the backfield. What do you see your role as in helping these young guys get up to speed?
I think with those guys, last year you had to kind of teach them their ways. It's their first time running triple option for a lot of them. Some of them, like Blake, were used to actually the offense. And, so it's nice to, you kind of walk them through, teach them some things. But the thing is, they teach me a lot too. And, we just kind of work together. What do you like? Are my steps okay? I want them to be coaching me as much as I'm coaching them. And that's kind of what we've started to develop. And as we've gotten better through the years, I've been there 3 years, I feel like we're starting to hit stride. And everyone's trying to understand the importance of film, the importance of us communicating with each other, how we can all get better. And so I would say this year I'm very excited that, I'm now having, it's my first time having a running back that I've been with for 2 years instead of, just 1 year.
Coach mentioned bubble wrap. I don't think that's really going to happen, but it's a physical offense. Yeah. You take a number of hits. How do you keep yourself healthy and fresh as the season goes? I try to take, like the guys in here, try to take some ice baths, see what's open, try to get some therapy, some massages every now and then, relax, try to get some special treatment. Nothing in particular, honestly. I just try to, work out in the off season, try to get ready for the games, and you're gonna get hit. And just, it's football, you just kind of smile, enjoy the hits, and get up and, do it again the next week. And just try to get better. That's You're young, Amos.
I know, I am young. And everyone says that,
I can't get out of a chair.
I might as well enjoy these years, right? Take as many hits now as I can. Next year I won't be taking a hit, so I'll be missing that, I think. So.
Well, last question I have for you. You've had team success in football and in basketball in high school. Amos plays basketball for Geneva as well. So how close do you think Geneva football is to regaining their past successes?
As everyone in the room is probably going to say, every team's right there. And it's I think Bethany was talking about it. You go and you're just trying to be more consistent. And I think towards the end of the year, we started to find that consistency. And I think that spring season really helped us. And we have a lot of guys back, a lot of people who understand our offense, understand our defense, understand our concepts. And we think that, like everyone here does, that, we think this is a year where we're going to find that success. And, we're right there, keeping guys healthy and just keeping everyone, just in tune and just focused for every game and getting better every week. So we're very excited for the season.
Great. Coach, Amos, thank you. Geneva will open its season on Saturday, September 4th at the College of Worcester.